Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This will be the third video of the Icon series and we'll be discussing the Brazilian striker Sonny Anderson. Now Sonny is not a player that springs to mind when people think back to the greatest strikers in the 90s and 2000s, but I believe he's a worthy mention in this Icon series and I hope this video will help you see why. Now Sonny was a no-nonsense type of player. He didn't have samba skills or superstar status, but his contributions were always significant for the clubs he played for, particularly in Ligue 1 in France. Now Sonny Anderson had a very slow start to his career. He struggled at popular Brazilian side Vasco da Gama. A transfer to Guarani was a little bit more promising, with Sonny scoring 4 goals in 18 games. Now, aged 22, Sonny Anderson moved to Swiss side Servette for the 92 season, and his 20 goals in 35 games helped Servette to a third place finish. He was the top scorer that year in the league and won the Best Foreign Player award in his debut campaign. Now, Anderson continued his prolific form by netting 11 goals in the first half of the second campaign, but by then, a host of clubs were lining up, waiting to sign the brilliant Sonny Anderson. Apart from his goals in the Swiss League, there were 2 other matches which made bigger teams take notice of Anderson. And firstly, it was a friendly match against Marseille in the pre-season, in which Sonny scored and Servette won. Secondly, a UEFA Cup match against another French side, Bordeaux, where none other than France legend Zidane played for, and again, Sonny scored, but Servette lost 2-1. Anderson scored a roaring goal from a tough angle, holding off his defender to equalise in that game. Now, Anderson would join Marseille on loan for the rest of the season, and let me add, the jump from the Swiss League to the French League at that time was quite significant. This did not faze Anderson, who immediately scored on his debut, and Sonny ends the season scoring 16 goals in 20 games. In only half a season, he was close to being the top scorer in Ligue 1. Sonny's goals helped Marseille to a first place finish, but unfortunately, Marseille were hit with a bribery scandal, which meant they were relegated to the second division and banned from the Champions League. Now Monaco were eager to bring the goal-scoring hotshot and paid Servette a whopping 7.5 million for Sonny Anderson in 1994. Now his first season at Monaco was injury-plagued, but Sonny still managed to score 11 goals in 23 games. Over the next 2 seasons, Sonny scored 40 goals in 68 games and helped Monaco to the Ligue 1 title in 96. Before we move on to his transfer to Barcelona, I want to make a few points about Sonny's relationships with some young Monaco players, namely Thierry Henry, who he took under his wing and drove to training, and David Trezeguet, with whom he would often train with. Henry and Trezeguet have often said how much of an impact Sonny made on both of their careers. Moving on, Sonny Anderson moved to Barcelona in the 1997 season for 21 million. A huge sum of money at the time, and unfortunately, he had a less than fruitful time at the Nou Camp. Run-ins with the manager didn't help the situation, and Sonny finished his time at Barcelona with 16 goals in 47 games. Sonny Anderson had been a revelation in Ligue 1 prior to his switch to Barca. So what ended up happening? Lyon brought him back to France for 18 million. And Sonny's goals started a spell of 7 consecutive Ligue 1 title wins for Lyon. In total, Sonny scored 91 goals in 161 games over the course of 4 seasons. After 4 glorious years at Lyon, Sonny still had time to go back to La Liga with a successful spell at Villarreal and finish his career in Qatar, banging in goal after goal. I think what's most telling about how highly regarded Sonny Anderson was in his tribute match in 2007, a plethora of all-time League One legends, including Henry, Desailly, Petit, all came to give Sonny a send-off. A League One legend forever. Now moving on to some stickers and cards. The first sticker I would like to talk about it is one that I can't find anywhere to buy online. And it's from the Panini Football 94 Swiss set, or the Schweiz set. And I can't find a price on it, as you can't literally find anything online. But this would be from Sonny's second season in Switzerland, before his loan move to Marseille. The second sticker I would recommend would be from Sonny's tenure at Monaco, which is another I'm yet to find for sale. And it's from the Foot 94-95 season, showing Sonny just after signing for Monaco. For the last sticker, I actually have to recommend something you're going to actually buy. So we're going with the Foot 2001 sticker, as the Foot 2000 sticker for Sonny Anderson is still quite hard to find at this moment in time. I managed to buy it a year ago, haven't seen it come up again. So 2001, which is his second sticker, second season at Lyon, and that can be picked up for just below $10. Now, just a quick mention, he does have a first year DS card at Lyon, and of course the Marseille sticker and card, and likewise any Barcelona cards or stickers could be worthy additions to your collection too. I just think that I mentioned Monaco, Lyon and Servette as those were the clubs he made the greatest impact at. You know, Marseille he was only at for 6 months, but he scored a lot of goals, and then you had the bribery scandal. Barcelona, you know, he never really got going there. So, but of course, if that's easier to get Sonny and you want to add him to your collection, by all means go for that. So, my next video will be about prospecting. Top 5 wingers that I'm watching closely for this season. I'll always recommend going for established players or legends, or even icons as we're talking about Sonny Anderson and icon now. But, you know, I think we need to appeal to the majority of people who are most likely going to be looking at modern and help them to be open to collecting vintage and pre-modern. We can't just say, forget about those guys, they're only interested in modern. You know, we need to appeal to those sort of people, have a conversation with them, and show them why pre-modern and vintage is a better route, and it's a much worthier product to be collecting. And even if you want to talk about investing, of course, go down that route. You know, with the highly printed number sets, you know, for some rookies in 2020 or 2021, you've got 30 plus sets that players are in. You know, it's absolutely astounding, but not in a good way as well. But look, please leave a like or comment and I'll be sure to respond. And of course, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Till next time, bye bye.